Hello, so this is going to be an excellent demonstration on how to make changes to an Elementor website. We'll be working on a real site with some pretty dramatic homepage changes. And so I'm going to walk through it, and hopefully this will help any clients or anybody who gets to this video. So again, Cesar with some advertising. Let's go through it. So first you're going to have to log into your website and go to the front page. That part I can't help you with, but once you get to the home page, you're gonna hover over Edit with Elementor, and you're gonna open with a new tab. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna bring us to the back end design portion. And on the left hand side here, I have the changes to the homepage. So change center copy to below. San Antonio's top rated detailing and ceramic coating specialist. So in order to change text, all we're going to do is select this info, and we're going to paste it. But as you can see, it copied the styling of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command-Shift-V, and it won't copy the styling of it. So now it's like this, and I'm just going to copy it in all caps. San Antonio's top rated car detailing and ceramic coating specialist, just to keep it uniform. And just FYI, when you do changes to the site like this, if you have SEO going on, just note that it will mess with it. So this is something I've already spoken to the client with, and it's still gonna make sense. We can't just be changing stuff all the time. Okay, so and then over 105 plus from delighted customers. I think that's going to be like the description. Your one-stop shop, yeah. Change all boxes on the website to a rounded corner. Okay. Okay, so we're going to kind of do this from easier to hardest. Change the book today to get a quote. So to change this button, we're going to hover over it and hit this pencil. And then we're going to hit text right here. Instead of it being book today, it's going to say get a quote. And again, this specific site, a lot of things are all caps. So again, we're going to keep it that same format. Change all boxes on a website to a rounded corner. So that's actually pretty cumbersome. If we wanted to do that, we would have to go to the style, and then here are the borders. So we would have to change these borders, I believe. Yeah, so like now it's like a little bit rounded. So let me click over here. So it's this is, if you click on this and you go to the border radius, we're just changing the size of it. So 20, that's not really rounded. Let's try 30. And right now this button's linked, so any change I make to one, it'll do to all of them. So there you go. That's rounded. Let's see what 40 looks at. I think that everything else is like as round as it gets. So 30 would be the minimum, I think. So we're going to do the home page now, but we'll do the rest later. So again, you click on the element, which is the button, the little pencil. This is the button. Then you hit the pencil to edit the button. You go to style, and then the border type, instead of it being 2, we're going to change it to 30. Oops. Instead of it being the border radius, sorry, we're going to do 30. Now it's a circle. And so there's that. And then this, I believe, is saying it should go as like a mini description. So we're going to add that here. And to do that, we're going to add a text editor to the bottom. But as you can see, it's not stylized appropriately. So what I like to do is, instead of going into that specific box and creating it again, I'm going to just copy one of the descriptions already. So I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to bring one of these up. Which one's a duplicate, right? Let's do a smaller one. Let's do this one because I know we're getting rid of this section. So I'm just going to copy it, actually. I'm not going to duplicate. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go right here. And above this, on this section thing, I'm going to click it. And now here it is. Of course, it's in the wrong place. So I'm going to drag it to the right place. And there we go. We have it like in the right format. And I'm gonna delete all, Command-Shift-A, delete, and then I'm gonna Command-Shift-V to get the right styling. I mean, technically you might not have to do that. It just depends how your mouse copies are. But obviously this is still way too small and too wide. So to make this look better, I'm going to change it a little bit. So the typography, I'm gonna make it slightly bigger. I think that's good. And then I'm gonna center everything. So again, you go to the text editor, style, typography. And then if we wanna center it, this is alignment, right? So we can have it on the left, we can have it on the center, we can have it on the right. Justified, I wouldn't mess with that. It depends on like how the screen is, I think. Or it'll always be the same size depending how you route it. So I wouldn't put that. So I'm going to put in the center. Now this looks good. San Antonio's top rated car detailing ceramic coating specialist. Over 100 plus 5-star reviews for a delighted customer experience. Clean it in our ceramic coating. Your one-touch average design. Perfect. So we've done this first box. Okay. So now we're going to the second box. This whole section will be pushed down in a different order to fit this new copy. So our most popular services. I don't think we have a section. We're going to create that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and update this. And I know on this site, we already have services, right? So I'm going to go to one of these services. This is going to save you a lot of time. So not this one, because this is just it's not the format we wanted. So down here, this is how he would like it to look, like this popular service area. And so we kind of have something like this already. So if you look at this part of the site, it already exists. And if you're a client with Symphony Advertising, you're gonna have stuff set up different ways in different parts of the sites. So if you're trying to mimic something, the easiest way to do it is to find it already on the site and move it to where you want to go. So we're gonna edit this one with Elementor. I like to open it in a new tab. That way I still have access to like what I want to preview on the live site, and not, because once you're here, you have to like back out. You have to back in, back out, back in, back out, so that you can see the changes. So that gets a little annoying. So if I want to copy this, what I do is I'm gonna select this section. These little 4 dots up here, this very top one, that's a section. So I'm gonna copy this whole thing, and I'm gonna go to the home page, and I believe this is going next to so I believe this is going like right under About Us, or right above About Us. Let me see. I think he drew it out actually. Homepage, yep. Our most popular services, yeah. So that's what is next. So what I'm gonna do is on the home page, I'm gonna hit this, and I'm gonna paste. So I didn't quite paste right. It pasted within the About Us. I want it to be above that. So where did I paste it here? So I'm gonna paste it here on this section. And it still did it, but that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this down. Actually, a smarter way of doing it is I'm gonna undo, so you can always undo. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna duplicate this About Us section. No, this right here. It's gonna make a different About Us. And then I'm gonna paste it. If you don't know what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to bring this down with it. But I still need a title up there, so there you go. This will be the same About Us, but now up here, I can change this to our most popular services. And I'm gonna put this as what we do. Actually, it doesn't have any mention of it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and delete it. Let's see. And so then we can take what we have here and make it fit this. So I'm gonna change this to this. Ceramic coating. Clay and seal. Cleaning. See, so pro tip. Don't paste in here because it might not work the same. You want to paste inside the actual text box. See, it'll do it right. If you do this left hand part instead of, you can write here, but I think it's just good habit to do it within the thing right here. Okay, so it's 3 sections, and then here are the photos we're gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and download these. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna format it in the way that it's being indicated here. So it's headline, text, button, picture. So we have the headline. We're gonna get rid of this. And these are bullet points, so not quite text. So again, I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna add it here. And it's white right now, so I'm gonna hit style and I'm gonna turn it into black. And it copied everything over, so I'm gonna make it, center looks weird. I'm gonna put left. And then I'm gonna delete this top part. So now we have the headline, the description, which is a little bit big, so I'm gonna make it smaller. I think it was 16 prior. Let's just go check. So I'm gonna click here, style. It's 16, so open sans 16, go in here. 16 open sans, perfect. So we'll leave it like that. And then we want a button. So we're gonna go copy a button. So here, let's see. Yeah, so it's gonna be a learn more button, which makes sense. So again, we're just gonna copy this. I like the red one, so I'm gonna copy the red one. And I'm gonna hit paste right here. And then I'm gonna just align this to the left. And this will have to be updated. So right now it's a phone number. We'll put learn more. And then we're gonna have to put the link here. So I know where to get that. Go back to our website. You can just hit copy link address, so you don't have to go to the actual page, and then you'll put the link. And so now all we have to do is update this photo, which is a little confusing because this is it's not an image per se, it's a column with a photo in the background. So like you can't edit this per se. It's there's no image element on this particular one. So if I hit the column and then I go to style, the background of this column is that photo. So if I want to change this photo, that's how I do it. And I go to choose image. It's possible we already have this somewhere. So what is this service? I don't know what service this is. Are these named? No. So this obviously is inside, this is outside. I guess it would be this. Yeah. So, you don't really want to add too many photos to your website because it'll slow it down. So if I can find it here, that would be good. But it's also possible that this is a new photo. So I'm just going to upload it because there's a lot of pictures on this. And I've downloaded it before, so it probably exists. Oh well. So adding the photo, insert media, and now we have the general outline of how we want it to look. Now we want to update the copy on it. So I'm going to copy this and replace this. So delete that, paste. And there we go. So that looks pretty good. And then we're going to do the same thing for the next 3 boxes, but we don't want to restyle everything. So instead of changing it, we're going to delete this. I could be wrong here. And then we're going to duplicate this one. And we're just going to switch around these columns. So I'm going to drag this to the left. And there we go. Perfect. So now it's easy. Now we just copy paste. And then this learn more button, so can't forget to get this to the right spot. So again, we go to the website. I believe it's this. Maybe we don't have a maybe we don't have a page for this actually. So for now, maybe it's this. Yeah, so I'm gonna add it here, but I might need to clarify if that is correct or not. So now that I don't need this page where we got the initial formatting from, I'm just gonna delete it. And I don't want to save anything because whatever I did, I don't want it to save. So I'm just gonna leave. But back here, we're gonna update this button to that. So now this is updated. And then lastly, we're gonna do one more because we have 3 sections. We're gonna duplicate this one, and then we're gonna bring this down, this section down, put it beneath this. So that worked. Sometimes it can be a little bit wonky when you're moving section around. So if that does happen, you can right click anywhere on the site, hit navigator, and then you can expand and not expand areas. So you can grab this whole section, it'll highlight it, and then you can move it up and down. And it'll move up and down here. So that's a little bit easier sometimes than trying to make it recognize what you're trying to do. And that's just the navigator. So now we just do this last part. Just copy and pasting at this point now that we have our thing set up. Oh, I forgot to update this. So again, we go to column, style, choose image, upload, select file. I believe, I don't know, I can't tell. I think I gotta clarify which is which, but I'm gonna use this photo for now. I think these are actually backwards. All right, again, I'll confirm. Then this last part, that one's a little bit easier to tell what it is. Column, style, choose image, upload file, select file. And then just got to make sure it's linked to the right place. So again, hover over, right click, copy link. And there we go. And then we're done. So that's that second part. You know, this is how they wanted it to look. It's vaguely similar. We just don't have as much copy, and the picture's not as wide. We could, if we wanted to, hit this column and then make the size. Let's see if I contain, cover. They don't cover, right? Cover, center. I mean, there's ways we can make it bigger, but I'm not gonna do that. I think this looks fine. And then we go to the next thing. So then, should I miss anything? So this changes to the contact us. But first I'm gonna update it, right? I don't want to lose all this stuff. So I'm gonna go scroll all the way down to this. These are what we're updating, so should be pretty straightforward. It says currently the contact person is marked. I would like to move it up to the page right after our most popular do that. So I kind of don't like that. Because that's a little bit too what's a better idea is instead of having the form up here, it'd be better to have like a one long line that you can click book now, and it'll shoot you down to the bottom of the site. Because we do want to keep this down here. That's just common. But let's see how it looks. So let's copy this. And we'll move it right above this. And of course this is gonna not do it right, so then that's how it looks now. I should have made these changes before updating it, because now I gotta do them twice. Contact us to get started by completing the form. Get started by completing the form. We're yelling. Change the circle address to location. Location, change the circle address to location, change the circle phone to call us. So these are pretty straightforward. You just click into the little element and update the text. Change the circle to location, change the circle phone to call us, change the circle email to email us. Change the form box to a background color of black. I don't know what that means. Oh, I think this. Not sure if it'll do it. So what it says is we're going to change the inner section. So we hit this column. We go to style. We click color. And then we're going to go to black. That worked. So we'll leave it like that. So we'll change this to submit. So this has to be done on the contact form side. So to do that, because this form is on a contact form page. So what I have to do, actually that's not true. How do I edit this button? We'll have to edit this button. But I think it's like a global setting, so it'll have to be done elsewhere, or we have to leave it, we'll have to leave it white. All right, so pretty much done. So let's see how it flows. We're on the home page. We see the services. We see contact us already, and then so we have a double whammy here. We'll see how it does. That's not the worst thing to have two places of it, but kind of overkill sometimes. But we'll see. So then we scroll down. Put this section below the contact form. So what we're doing is we're taking the reviews and we're moving it up. So I'm just going to grab this entire section. And actually this is a good way to do it here. No, I'm not. I'm just going to grab it. So you can grab this whole section. As you can see, I have it. I'm scrolling up manually. And I'm going to put it right. Put this section below the contact form. So I let go. There it is. This section will be below the review section. So that would be our services. So same thing. We just grab it. This this section will be below the review section. And then we wanted to update this. We wanted to update our reviews to, it's a little big, so I'm gonna make it smaller. Style, typography, hit the little pencil, and I'm just gonna lower this from 60. I would like it on one line, so I'll make it 42. I think 40 looks good. And then we keep going, remove this entire section. So I don't necessarily think you should remove stuff you have in the past in case you need it. So the way you can hide it without affecting anything is you can click this section, go to advanced, and then on responsive, you're gonna put hide on mobile, hide on tablet, hide on desktop. So you can see it gets grayed out, and basically it's still there, but you can't access it. No human being can access it without being logged into the back end. And here you can bring it back. Not only is it good because, like, let's say you wanted to add the section back for what it was, but you can also come back and copy that styling. You can come back and use it, right? Like these icons and stuff. If you really wanted to delete it, you just delete the section, but I don't see a purpose to get rid of it, only if it has like links that are still accessible by, by being crawled. Then it's, even though you can't see it, it is still there. But this is just text, so it's not gonna make a difference. So that has been removed, aka hidden. This About Us section will begin below the services section. Yep. And then this section will begin below the About Us. So below the About Us would be this, and then the footer. So that is how you do it. So we're gonna update it, and now if I go to the home page, because I updated it, all those changes will be reflective, right? So it's there. This is updated. This is updated. There you go. So it's kind of like a shorter sales pitch. You can think about it like that. The way it's formatted now, it's like, this is what we do. Here's what we offer. Contact us, which is fine. And then you do a little bit more. Look at our reviews. Look at what we've done. Here's some more stuff we can offer. You want to learn more about us? Here's the situation. And boom, one more time. So I think it's fine. Let's look at this drawing. I think that's it. And that is how you make homepage edits that are a little bit more, not advanced, but there was quite a bit to do there. Took us 30 minutes. But yeah, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, direct them my way.